And welcome to the Spice of Life. This is Chris. This is my beautiful wife, Angela, and we're back for season 2 of, again, the Spice of Life. Y'all ready for this? What about you, Angela? You ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready. Let's do this.
Okay, Southern style fried chicken sandwiches is what we're going to do. Angela's going to throw that down. It's going to be a ranch flavor. It's going to have a lot of spices that she's going to talk about. She's going to put her foot in it.
Yes.
Then I'm going to come back around and throw down one with some spice, kind of like a Nashville hot.
Yes.
But
oh, that's going to be good. That Nashville hot. And some people, put a little honey on it, like my daughter. She loves it. So she really, I can almost say that she's going to favor your chicken.
Okay.
For mine, because she's gonna like it. and I'm gonna say this too. We have the best chicken sandwich out there. Everybody's making chicken sandwiches. They're competing, so we know we got the best.
Ooh, that's a lot, because there's some really good ones out there.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be tough. But I would love to know about some of the creations of others and things like that, and hopefully we'll get to sit down and chat about it. Yeah. Enjoy it, and some other things in store for you. So we look forward to it. And like I said, me and you will probably get to talk a little bit about some of the things that make us tick and make it works for us, so people can kind of get to know us a little better too. Yeah. So anyway, so much more next coming up on the Spice of Life.
The Spice of Life.
Yeah.
Hello guys, so we have boneless, skinless chicken thighs. We seasoned them. And we have over here boneless, skinless chicken breasts, all seasoned and ready for our buttermilk mixture. And there you go. So we're gonna put these in a freezer bag, and marinate them overnight. And this is a list of what we put in our marinade. Thanks. Bye-bye.
So Miss Southern Style, what are we doing here? What are we doing to get us going with this Southern Style chicken ranch chicken?
Okay. So,
extra crispy.
Yeah. So basically, guys, as you've seen in the video, I prepped my chicken. I have basically marinated in like a buttermilk type marinade. I didn't put a lot of buttermilk. If you notice, it's not like tons of buttermilk in here. But also got tons of seasoning in here. So one thing that it does, especially with the buttermilk, it helps tenderize the meat. And with the seasoning, that just gonna really kind of, this flavor, it's gonna make the flavor explode, excuse me, in each bite of my chicken sandwich, or our chicken sandwich. So that's my marinade.
All right.
So we marinated it overnight. Basically, my flour mixture consists of ranch seasoning and flour and a few other little things. I think I put salt and pepper in there. So that's what I got there. Then I have my wet mixture, which I'm going to dip my chicken into. I put some seasoning in there, and I think I put like 4 eggs in there and buttermilk.
Okay.
So this kind of be like a buttermilk ranch style chicken. So
yeah, you put 4 in there for sure.
Yep. So that's what I'm about to do now.
And about 1/3 of a quart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what I'm gonna do, this chicken is gonna be double dipped because I want the crispiness.
Extra crispy.
I love it to be extra crispy. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I'm about to do now. First, we go dip it in the flour, dip it in the milk mixture, then dip it in the flour again.
And so everybody wants to know, how did you learn and where did you learn how to dip? Because everybody can't just dip.
Everybody.
That's what the people want to know. If you talking about dipping, you gotta dip a little bit.
I get it
then
from
shake
my
them
mama.
hips a little bit.
I get it from my mama.
Okay.
My mom know how to dip.
Yeah. Well, I know. That's how it goes. All right. Okay, you're dipping in there.
Yeah, so let's get it started. And I got a mixture of both chicken breasts and chicken thighs. Now they're skinless and boneless chicken breast and chicken thigh. So I'm wondering how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna dip it in the egg mixture first. So I'm dipping it And now we're gonna dip it in the flour mixture. And then dip it in the egg mixture again. And back to the flour mixture. So that's double dip.
It's a double dip, y'all.
Double dip. And if you notice, look at that coat. Look how it's coated. I know that's gonna be crispy. That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through this bag.
It's called the winter coat.
And double dip all this chicken. And it smells so good. Oh my goodness. It smells so good. I can't wait to take a bite of this chicken. My double dip chicken.
Double dip.
Get it from my mama, y'all. Get it from my mama.
Called Angela's Double Dip out on the ranch.
Oh.
Yeah. You're welcome. See, we come up with these things as a team, man.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah, and also too, Chris.
That looks good. Huh?
I think with the most important thing with the chicken is the crispiness, because when someone's biting into the chicken, and if you hear the crunch, you know that that's some good chicken. You know. If you don't hear that crunch, it's like, what's going on there? You know.
Yes.
So
I want to hear the crunch.
And you think about buttermilk. That's so southern when you dip it in, you know, using buttermilk, you know.
Yeah, just saying the word buttermilk. Hey, don't forget that buttermilk, y'all.
Yeah, when you put buttermilk, you know it. Oh, it's got to be good. Yeah. Oh, what? You dipped it in buttermilk? You put that chicken, you put buttermilk in that chicken. Oh, yeah, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing.
Oops. You see, I did it. With this chicken, I didn't start with the egg mixture first, but that's okay.
I didn't even know that. I don't think nobody would have known that. That's okay.
That's okay. So
fixing and editing.
Yeah.
Well, while you doing that, I must say you look amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But you know what? We're blessed to have kids that know what they're doing, you know?
Yeah.
I just appreciate, I'm really not a makeup, you know, I really don't wear makeup much. So when I do, it's just on a special occasion. And I think this is a special occasion.
Yeah. You know what some people say about makeup? It's a song. You know, I have a song for everything. And people familiar with this one.
What is it?
Some people make up just to break up all over again.
Go on ahead. Listen at you, Mr. Graves.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
Thank you, Angela. I try.
Oh, you got it. You got it. So are you going to use the double dip method?
Yes, I'm going to use a double dip method.
Great. Yeah, because this, at a certain point, it does get a little clunky, guys. So you can determine whether you want to continue to do the double dip. Because right now, it's like, I can tell this chicken is going to definitely, this sandwich is going to be off the chain. It's going to be really good. All right, so I got just a, look at my fingernails, guys.
Most people know it off the chain. That's when some people say off the chain. It's not good. No. It's going to be
that means it's
way
gonna
above
be good.
way above the norm.
Yeah, it's going to be above the norm.
Yeah.
Good.
It's going to be above average.
Yes, above average. So I'm trying my best to use a lot more of this, trying to stretch my flour mixture.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes here. Let's double dip that. At least the flour, I know the flour mixture is gonna stay. Because I got my ranch seasoning on there. And let's see, we got double dipping the chicken, double dipping it. And one thing about chicken that the chicken sandwiches that I like too, Christopher, is the buns. I'm saying it has to be like really I mean, no hard buns, soft buns, you know.
Oh yeah.
And buttery.
So saying.
And buttery.
Of course, soft and buttery.
So I think that
no fun without the bun.
So I think we picked out some good, like a good, good bread or good buns.
Yes, absolutely.
I think we got the best.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also too, we didn't mention what we're gonna pair it with. So
we're gonna pair it with a nice Chianti. No, we're gonna pair it with. You mean as far as wines or something?
What I'm talking about is like sides.
Oh yeah. We have some sides.
Yeah.
Probably hear the sides a few times, but yeah, it's gonna be coleslaw and fries. Sweet potato or regular?
We're gonna do probably regular fries.
Okay. Yeah,
it's
so
just gonna be your
potato.
Standard fries. You know, anybody can go and just get it from the grocery store. You know, free.
And if you want to mix it up, you can. But yeah, fries.
All right, here's my batter breaded. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you?
Yes, ma'am. I got you.
All right, that's my finished product there. It's ready, waiting to go into our deep fryer and to become crispy. And it's ready to be part of my belly. My belly. I'm ready for it.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, also we're gonna have coleslaw with this too. That's kind of the norm, like sides have coleslaw with it.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
All right. There you go. Thank you.
Chris, so
Hey.
show us what you got going on.
What you got? Okay, so I did the same thing. I marinated in the bag some of the secret ingredients.
You care to tell us your secret?
Yeah, I can't take. No, it's the same things that I even put in here. So you got, of course, you got some buttermilk. You got red pepper, onion. You got to bring the smoke with the smoked paprika. Cayenne is very important. Even a little hot sauce in there. And those are the basic things: garlic, rosemary.
Okay.
So that's all I put in there, and I put amount that I'm comfortable with. So I can tell you to put a tablespoon or a teaspoon. Oh, and a little brown sugar as well.
Okay. All right.
Dark brown sugar.
So that sounds good.
And I also put that in this particular one. Almost everything I just named in this particular flour.
All right.
And then this is like a more Louisiana style flour right here.
All right, sounds good.
These are the ingredients I named is what you got, and then I put some cayenne pepper in, and here's the wash or the dip. So what I'm gonna do is go from here.
All right.
It's gonna happen like boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna try to do 2 thighs and 2 breasts, and make it move and groove.
Like a little assembly line.
Make it move and groove. So you ready?
Well, let's move and groove, Chris. Let's
We
go.
gonna move tonight. All right. So this is a thigh. So I'm taking the thigh, dip it, get it in there real good. Make sure it's pressed in there. You want them to feel it in the thighs. Some people say the thighs have eyes.
No, the thighs saves lives. Big thighs saves lives.
Big thighs save lives. That's a
I'm sorry. Thick thighs
thighs
saves
save
lives.
lives.
I'm sorry.
All right, so you got that in there. We got it in there good, right? Y'all see that, right? We got it all in there. Then we do the buttermilk dip real quick. You don't want to hang out there too long. And then we're doing the Louisiana style. And there we go. Boom. In the pool, or back on the beach.
Yeah.
And then you catch the tan.
Man, that looks good.
that?
That looks good.
You want to see it again?
Let's do it again.
That was a thigh. Let me see if I can get a breast. Let me get a breast here. That's a thigh too. All right. All right, here's
So,
the breast.
Chris, would you come up with this
So here's
way
the
of
breast.
breading?
Breasts are the best, and then so you got the, just in my head. I've seen a lot of people do it, and it's the double dip. It's just to help get things extra crispy.
Okay.
And you just take it. It's a real nice thing because the marinade is already kind of like another moisture, and then when you do, because we put it in the freezer overnight. We let this marinate overnight. At least, guys, you want to try to do overnight if you can. Even if it's several hours, that's good, but overnight is best. And then anything after that is always good because you're getting that in there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you really want something to sink in, Angela, you let it, or any of y'all, you let it defrost, refrost while you have the marinade, and it keeps absorbing in, and that thing, it'll lock it, especially if you let it do it for over a long period of time. I did that with ribs one time. It was amazing.
All right,
anyway,
sounds good.
So you get in the pool, so quick in the ocean, and then back on the beach.
I love the beach.
Back on the beach. Speaking of that, what's one of our favorite destinations?
We love to go to the Panhandle because it's so beautiful there. One of our spots is Destin, Florida. But I'm really, scat.
Woo!
Coronavirus.
I don't know. All right, so here's another 5. Spice in your eye, spice in your eye make you cry.
Yeah.
So here's another thigh.
Okay.
And they're going to the pool.
All right.
Or the beach, like I said.
So what do you like about Destin?
What I like is, we really get to relax, and to me, it's a real vacation when I don't let nothing get to me and bother me. And really, it's up to us. It's up to us as people to decide. Like, even when we know sometimes it may be, let's say, for instance, we go with family, we go with friends, whoever. It's up to us if we're going to decide, man, I am, no matter what, and this is my last one with the breast, no matter what, I'm going to enjoy myself.
Right.
And you have to make that determination when you're on a vacation or when you're doing something like that, even, brother, again, it's with just me and you, or you going with couples or family or friends or however you do it.
And
what about you?
That is so true. My thing about vacations, when you're on vacation, you want to not only enjoy it, but also you're on vacation to relax, for that to be a wonderful experience, but also for your surroundings to be beautiful. I love for my surroundings to be beautiful. And when I'm at the beach, especially walking by the ocean, it just totally like an automatic relaxation for me. And I'm automatically in a great mood. So
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
So that's pretty much, thank you for sharing that too, Angela.
You're welcome.
But that's pretty much what we got, guys. And now we're going to take all of these kitties and put them in another pool, but it's going to be hot.
Yes.
Like I do. It's going to be hot.
Coming in hot.
We'll call it a jacuzzi.
Okay.
All right.
We are done. So Chris, you want to come over? Let's put these sandwiches together.
I have my thing on too.
His what you call it? What you call that, Chris? The little apron keeps coming down.
Apron.
All right, so we putting our chicken sandwiches together. This was, I'm telling you guys, it's like we enjoyed doing this, and we know that this is going to be good. It is going to be a good sandwich, so we can't wait to dive in. What do you think, Chris?
It was fantabulous.
Excellent.
That's the word I would use. It was really good. I enjoyed myself. Had a good time. Of course, even though with the power of TV or whatever, it sometimes the goal is to make it look fun and easy and all those things, which is definitely always fun. There's a lot of fun to it. What we're trying to do this season is like kind of give you an idea of some of the things that happen behind the scenes and all that, which we'll probably have, sometimes we'll have footage of that like on Patreon or something like that. But but at the same time, no matter, regardless, it's still worth it.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. It is. It is worth it at the end. So that's what we're doing now.
So we're preparing it. We're getting it ready for plating, and everything is done. You got the spicy, you got the bruschetta, all that bread. Look at that. So,
Brioche.
Oh, no, I think bruschetta is a cheese or something.
Oh, and it's buttered.
So, of course, I recommend lettuce, tomatoes, onions, things like that, if you can eat those. Some people can't eat onions, some people can't eat tomatoes, some people can't eat lettuce. I don't know. But those are just the things we're going to plate it with, and then whatever your favorite condiments or favorite sauces you like to use, I would highly recommend you put those on there. Because It's about that chicken thigh and chicken breast. It's about the southern crispy flavors. And you can hear, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but this is all the crispiness of the chicken.
Yes, yes.
And the bun. Because we lightly toast, you know, we like to lightly toast our buns.
Yes.
So buns is lightly toasted.
Lightly toasted.
I'll tell you what though, these chicken breasts are insane. Look at here. Look at this. This is insane.
We also make coleslaw. So, I mean, it's easy, pretty much easy to make coleslaw. We just use the ready mix bag and season, put some seasonings in here. Of course, mayo and, you know, one of the spices is dill weed, so we did that. And put some red onion.
Yeah. Herbs and spices.
Some spices, yeah.
Or herbs. Some people know them as herbs. So herb in there.
Yes, herb in them.
So now and what we're gonna do, guys, once we do it, we'll show you the pictures of the plating and you know how it looks after that. After you put on there what you like and do your thing, as it were. I don't even know if this is illegal. This is legal or not.
I don't know either, Chris. That's illegal.
So when y'all get the pictures for this, I don't think you'll yeah. Angela, look at that.
Yes, that looks good. That looks really good.
So I don't know, you're gonna have to get some things for that and
yes.
Woo! Do you want to put this on?
No, I think it could be on the side. It could be like that.
And then I'll just clean that up. Okay, so guys, we're gonna show you the plating. Next time you see us, we're gonna be eating and you'll be looking at what we just made.
Exactly.
So we're done.
Yes, we're done. I'm so glad we're done. I'm so glad we're done. I'm telling you guys. I'm just glad we're done. Because I'm ready to eat.
Yes.
And it looks very delicious. I mean, you did a fantabulous job on your spicy chicken. And I think I did a pretty good job on my...
No, you did an amazing job.
Thank
I tasted yours while we were, you know, when I was taking it out of the thing. I tasted the crust. I tasted a piece. I was sneaking pieces. So, yeah, it's delicious.
Thank you. You know, I snuck a piece of yours. And you know...
Yeah.
You did the thing.
Yeah.
Especially on the sauce. I mean, it is spicy, I'm telling you. Yes. You gotta be like really, I'm telling you.
Oh.
These are professional chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Better than professional.
Thank you for that, Angela. We're done. And you guys see the pictures of what was done with the chicken breasts and thighs, and now we're gonna eat and enjoy it. You can eat it with what you like. Some people like to drink it with certain kinds of wine. Eat it with certain kinds of wine. They drink wine or water, sweet tea, iced tea, soda, pop, Coke, Pepsi. Oh, I don't know. Well, anyway,
he's promoting brands on our show.
Certain drinks. I don't know. Water. I got water.
I made myself a little and this is a 0-calorie drink. It's a tea. It's a tea that I made. All right, so what you want to do? How you want to do? You ready?
Go ahead, go for it.
All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm going to try this chicken sandwich here. Let's see. All right, which side I want it? This sandwich is huge.
So the sides we made from fries and coleslaw, of course.
Drop it.
Man, that is crispy crunchy.
Oh, just the way I like it.
What did you make with that, Captain Crunch?
Snap, crackle, and crunch.
Go ahead and get in here.
It's good. Ooh.
I'm not making it out. We didn't add any sound effects.
This is good. Very good.
Very good.
I'm gonna grab some napkins. I'll bring the napkins closer.
That's delicious.
Woo.
Well, we didn't add any yet. There might be some added by the time. By the time they look at it.
Oh no.
Sometimes we do add sound effects and stuff.
Oh no, no sound effect for this crunch.
But no, that wasn't. That was all. That's all real. It didn't have to.
So so tell me about the spice.
So let me tell you. She wants me to tell her about the spice. So basically, she wants me to tell her about herself. So Angela, you've always been spicy, but no, I'm just fine. No, I'm not spicy. I'm for real.
You know what? Let's talk about why we named the show Spicy Life, because it has something to do, actually, with us and how we are.
How did that happen? I know we were like healthier us, and we still try to eat healthy because I think just trying to make your own foods and create your own things is a right direction. Of course, I'm not talking about if you just create something simple that we know may not be healthy, like I guess depending on how you make some noodles too. Anything can be healthy when you add the right things to it. And
yeah,
so you still got healthy. We got lettuce, tomatoes in here. I'm eating. I think this is a breast. That's a thigh, right?
Yes.
So, and then of course, we got French fries. But again, you can mix it up. And then how you eat, how much you eat. Then we have coleslaw, which has all kind of vegetables. And also we want to do something different by just kind of us talking, not only to the audience, or talk to the people, but talk to each other. Because in friendships, relationships, and everything, it's important to communicate. And especially with the better half.
Yes.
So.
And it's nothing more important than while you're eating and communicating to have the right food, because that conversation can go.
Yeah.
It can go sour if your food is not good.
Yeah.
But Christopher and I, we've actually been married. It's going on with 26 years. Next month, we'll be married 26 years. So we've always enjoyed food. We've always enjoyed talking with each other. Now, Christopher is more of a talker than I am. He talks more than me.
Sometimes. Depends on the situation.
I think it's probably like an 80-20 situation there.
When other people are around, but when it's me and you, you're more of the talker.
I talk to you. Do you get tired of me? Just
no.
See, I didn't even finish the sentence. See, he knows what I'm about to say before I even finish saying it.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I just want to know if sometimes do I just talk too much? Do you just get tired of me talking?
And so as soon as you said that, I thought about a song.
What's that?
You talk too much, homeboy. But that doesn't refer to answer the question. That's just something that popped in my head. I can't remember a time where in my mind or my head, where I was saying, "Oh man, she's talking too much." You know what? I take that back. Not when me and you were talking or there's a disagreement. Because when you're in a disagreement, and that's where I like to see it. I don't see us as in arguments. I see us as in sometimes we, just like any other human beings, any other couple, any other people, you don't always agree, or maybe you don't see the same at the time. No. It's been times where you say something, I say something, and I'm confused and frustrated or whatever, maybe not understanding it. And then later on, something clicks that, oh man, what she said makes sense. Exactly. So at the time, it was not an argument. At the time, it was just a disagreement, and vice versa. It happens. And sometimes what I realize, and you talk about this when we do our walks. Yeah. It's just the minds of any of us are always not in the right place, and it can get even worse in a bad conversation if neither one is aware of it.
Exactly.
That makes sense. And y'all see, she asked me this original question. I went off on a tangent. So she asked me,
told you he talked
if I recall, it was, do I get tired of her talking? I think I kind of answered that, but then I started going, I said, oh, there go left field. Let me go over there.
That happens a lot. You go off on left field a lot.
My mind, yeah.
But I would like to say that even if we are talking, like if I think I'm talking too much, I think that even that conversation is healthy for a relationship. Because when you stop talking, there's the problem. You know, we're not really communicating with each other. I don't think we ever got to that point. We've always been, able to communicate with each other.
Well, it depends. It's not, to me, it's not always bad if people not making a point to have a conversation every 2 seconds or something. Sometimes you're busy. Sometimes you have other stuff on your mind. Sometimes you just haven't got a chance to catch up. So just because it's not talking or silence doesn't mean everything is going to haywire or in a handbasket or anything. But if you leave a situation, this is my pet peeve, and this is, Angela knows this. If the situation where you left it bad, you left it where you were both very stressed, upset, people use the word mad, angry, whatever words you want to use. If one or both parties are like that, I'm unsettled. Even if I'm upset, I'm unsettled. And what I have to do then now, even if I feel, okay, she started it, or I started, whoever started, what I have to do is look at myself as a man and realize that I have to be aware of my feelings, calm myself down. These are things I didn't used to do. I used to just like, boom, say whatever I felt, do whatever. And then consequences later, regret and all those emotions because you feel bad for how the conversation went, especially with somebody you really love. So now as I've gotten older, I'm very aware of my emotions, my feelings, and all that stuff. So when I feel myself even getting some kind of way or anxiety, it don't even have to be caused by Angela. I'll communicate that like I'm not 100%. And see, that's why we're both in a good place, and we haven't even had much of a conversation. It could have been something else. It could be, work related. We frustrated. It could be a conversation with another person, a friend, a family member, whatever. But just be aware of it with your mate and let them know. Communicate with them that you're that way. If there is a little something, they were like, okay, all right, I already knew that she wasn't feeling this way, or he was. So let's see what we can do to navigate, because I know it's not really me.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That makes sense. And also, I was going to add too that the communication comes with being able to forgive. Forgive every day. Because we're going to say something that is going to offend, each other. But being able to forgive and move on is key as well. Because, like Christopher said, sometimes, the way that he, if he says something a certain way, and there's a miscommunication there, I could take it a certain way, and I could take it there. I can get upset with him, and give him my 2 cents.
Yep.
When in fact that whatever he was trying to say to me, or the way he said it, was something that I really didn't even need to be upset about. But because it was because I was either in a certain state or in have a lot on my mind, or whether I have high anxiety that day or whatever, dealing with a lot, it determines whether it's going to be easier for me to, look over things and not take things a little bit personally. But that's why I say being able to forgive, and looking over things. I'm still working on that. That's hard. but working on it is better than thinking I'm right all the time, Yeah.
But usually in peace times, you usually most of the time you're right. That's how you keep peace. Because is it worth it to prove who's right or wrong? Is it worth it sometimes? If it's a detrimental situation, or if it's a situation involving the household, and it's not, because and Angela will tell you this every time. I don't care about. I don't even want to try to prove right or wrong or who made a mistake. I don't care about that part. What I care about is that we get back to a peaceful state, and that if I'm giving it a direction on, hey, this is something we need to do, I'm doing it for the sake of the whole family, trying to help us or protect us. And sometimes, very rarely, I have to do it knowing that Angela might be a little stressed about it, but it's one of those you'll thank me later kind of things. That's the hardest, but it's very rare, because usually 99% of the time we're on the same page. 99.9.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I
but,
totally agree.
But there's some other things I think we can talk about next time we cook up another meal that I think that I wanted to mention, like, you know, how we see each other, how I see what helps me to keep, you know, my strong feelings and things the way I feel, and how I see you always first, which some people probably already know. Even as a wife, yeah, you're my wife, but I see you as more, you know, something. And to me, this aspect is key to relationships. So, but we'll talk about it next time.
Yeah.
All right, on the Spice of Life, right?
We're gonna talk about it next time on the Spice of Life. We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't, please subscribe. And please show us some support. We appreciate your support.
Nothing wrong with a thumbs up.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you see me in the street, just come by, just go by and be like, I know what that means.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.
All right.
And have a wonderful day.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.